scientific outdoor learning activity, we chose the beach as our setting to carry out our activity. On the beach, there are many scientific activities that can be taking place. For instance, the waves in the sea can be used to talk about measurements and sea life. You could also discuss the senses through different textures, different smells, and what you can see. You could also discuss habitats by discussing what creatures live in the sea, what creatures live on the sand, and what creatures you can actually find. We chose to discuss materials. Through the use of the beach, we're going to distinguish the similarities and differences between solids, liquids and gases using balloons. We could also do more activities with the children, so we could ask them what is a liquid, what is a solid and what is a gas, and we could ask them to run off and collect maybe a solid. So for example, they come back with a stick or a rock and say, is this a solid? So we could have done that first of all, but we decided that we'd put the children into groups and get them to fill their balloons with a liquid, a solid and a gas through the funnels, and with the help of a teacher if needed. We'd then get the children to stand on a high point of the beach and drop the balloons to see what their perceptions would be of the outcome, so that they could see what's happen.
states of matter, they all have mass. Solid, liquid, and gas, they all have mass. Oh yeah. A solid is firm, a solid is hard. Just like the rocks in your backyard. A liquid is wobbly, a liquid is loose. Just like water or milk or juice. A gas is the trickiest one to be, because a gas is something that you cannot see. The helium gas in your balloon makes it float all around the room. Come on! Solid, liquid, and gas. Three states of matter, they all have mass. Solid, liquid, and gas, they all have mass. One more time, you guys, come on. Solid, liquid, and gas. The three states of matter, they all have mass. Solid, liquid, and gas, they all have mass. All right.
First, the children will collect seawater from the sea to be used as a liquid, and then using the funnel they'll fill the balloon.
Here we are. Small. Then we got the children to fill up the balloons, one of the balloons with sand as the solid, using the funnels to get it into the balloon. Obviously we'd have to use the lighter sand because it would go in better with it. And get them to use different things on the beach to get the sand into the balloon. Use their creative mind. And eventually the balloon will be
As
filled
shown,
up.
to fill the gas when we used air, so the children would blow up the balloons. The children will then be asked to compare the properties of each balloon. Firstly, we would ask, how does the gas-filled balloon feel?
And they'd say lightweight and quite hard to squish.
Then, when asked about the liquid-filled balloon, the children would say
that it was easy to squeeze, but heavier than the gas.
Finally, when asked about the solid-filled balloon,
they'd say that it was really hard to squeeze and it would be the heaviest out of the three. either a wall or on one one of the grass dunes on the beach, and in each turn drop the balloon and predict what would happen. Some of the children would say the wrong things that would happen to the balloon, so they'd have misconceptions, and then they'd learn from their experiences then about the properties in the balloons and why they do it. So first we're going to drop the balloon filled with the air. So Katie, drop that. As you can see, it floats along and doesn't drop straight away. It's taken by the wind. Next we're going to do the liquids. Some of the children thought that this was pop, so we'll just see it would burst, so we'll just see what happens. There we are. Oh, it didn't pop. Maybe it's because of the soft sand and not the hard floor. But it certainly went down quicker than the air balloon. And lastly we have the solid balloon filled with the sand. Drop it, Katie. And as you can see, that dropped even sooner than the liquid and landed with a thud. So we can see all three different properties of the balloons.